The next step now is to actually begin translating my pseudocode into code. So for the first time, I can enter the code phase in my time logger, and the pseudocode begins in the run method of console UI. And I've already cheated a little bit and added 3 statements here that manage controlling the input. And I'm going to read from console while there's more data to be read. So the pseudocode to be filled in is to translate the word. So that's PhoneMap.translate, and PhoneMap.translate has one parameter, which is word, and that word is called word here. Then the next thing is to get the result from that. That translate hands me back a string, and that string is the account number. So the next thing to do is to call add number, passing it account number and the word. And what that returns is the integer of the number of words. And then the next statement says to call update high count, and that takes 2 parameters, account number and count. And that doesn't return anything. And then when that loop finishes, we can output the winners. We get the winners by calling getResults. So map.getResults, and that's going to return to us a list winners, and we'll iterate over each winner, and we'll get the words for that winner by calling get words for account using account number. And then that is going to return also a list of strings. We'll iterate over those. And each one will get printed. And the thing that's missing is we didn't print out the account number here. Got that. I'm just going to use a print, not a print line there. And similarly, when we print the words, let's just print each word followed by a blank. And when we print the account number, we should follow that by a blank also. And when we finish the loop, we can then print out the line. And when you do the test plan, yes, one blank between the account number and after each word. Okay. Okay, let me double check that I've spelled the method names correctly. Translate, one parameter, add number, two parameters, update high count, two parameters, and get results, no parameters, returns a list of string. Okay, so make sure I import. For each account number, print the account number, and then get words for account number. It takes one parameter, returns a list of string, which is the words, and then I can iterate over those words, print each one out. Okay, that looks good. Save that. And then move to the PhoneMap class and start with translate. Let's start with the constructor. That would be a good idea. And then let's declare these variables. Map of accounts to words is my map of string to preset of string. And the set of winners is my set of string called winner circle, and the number of accounts tied for first place is my high count. So in the constructor, I initialize map, I initialize the winner circle, and I set high count to 0. Okay. That changes to tree set. And I'm going to have to also incorporate just plain old set. Or maybe that winner circle is a tree set also. Let's see. Winner circle should be a tree set, yes. Winner circle is a tree set. Okay. So winner circle needs to be a tree set. Now the translate method. I'll make a result, and I'll iterate over the characters in the word. And I'll convert each letter to an index in the translate array, and I'll do that by taking letter and then subtracting a from it. You can't really subtract a because a is not an int, so let's convert it to an int. And then convert letter to an int. Now we can do some subtraction, and what we get is the index into the translate map. If the letter is A minus A would give us 0, and that would be the first place in the map. If the letter was B minus A is 1, that would take us to the second spot in the map. So now we can look up the digit in the map, and the digit will be the translate table index by index. And now we can add a digit to the result. And when we're all done, we'll return result. And let's make sure we initialize our translate table somewhere. Somewhere we have to initialize this translate table. And the only place it's used is in this method, so I guess that's a good place to put it. And we were going to make it an array. But it's actually already a string of characters. So maybe instead of making this an array, we can just make it leave it as a string and use the char at method. Okay, that's local. It doesn't need to be final. So the translate table is a string that has all the digits. And so we'll just access that by the index, and that will give me back a character. And then we can add that character to the result. Okay. Next method's a big one. I think I'll take a break before I jump into that one.